A storm-warped rooftop becomes a battlefield, and today, only a machine dares step onto it. Cracks widen under crushing wind pressure, forcing the robot to recalculate every dangerous step it takes. Its sensors detect a catastrophic failure spreading fast, threatening to collapse the entire structure beneath it. Storm pressure twists the roof into a sinking death trap, and even steel-reinforced legs begin to strain. A violent lightning strike sends a shockwave across the neighborhood, turning falling debris into deadly shrapnel. With mechanical precision, the robot clamps a failing beam, fighting the structure's steady descent. Inside the roof's skeleton, it faces the hidden fractures humans rarely survive encountering. Overloaded wiring glows like burning veins, threatening to ignite the collapsing rooftop from within. Each slab weighs more than a human could ever lift, yet the robot pushes its servos to the limit. A sudden drop sends the robot fighting desperately to keep it from falling. It anchors itself to fragile tiles that splinter faster than the storm will allow it to work. A monstrous fracture divides the roof, warning the robot that catastrophic collapse is now inevitable. Its hydraulic arms strain to hold the beams together, buying precious seconds against total failure. Electric arcs leap toward the pouring rain, threatening to electrify the entire rooftop beneath it. Shattered shingles become airborne knives, forcing even reinforced armor to absorb brutal impacts. Water pours through widening gaps, and the robot plugs breaches faster than they can form. A torn satellite dish becomes a deadly projectile, forcing the robot into life-saving evasive maneuvers. Even under lightning-lit chaos, the robot welds fractured steel with relentless precision. The roof sinks again, forcing the robot to anchor itself as debris storms past its legs. Air pressure surges through broken beams, signaling a collapse chain reaction already in motion. A razor-thin ridge holds what remains of the roof, and the robot must reinforce it quickly. Even small components become hazards, and removing twisted plates is a fight against time. Hurricane-force winds stagger even reinforced frames, threatening to topple the robot at any moment. Anchor rods punch into dying beams, holding the structure together for just a little longer. A full roof corner tears loose, dragging the rest of the structure closer to collapse. The roof splits beneath its leap, forcing the robot into a desperate, precision-timed leap. The soft section nearly gives way, bending like a trapdoor as the robot lands. It lowers its center of gravity, crawling to avoid triggering a total structural failure. Every brace it grabs vibrates like a live wire, threatening to tear free under relentless storm pressure. A catastrophic seam tears wider, and the robot must hold two collapsing halves together. The robot steadied itself as loose shingles tore away, revealing unstable beams beneath it. Sensors detected shifting weight below, warning that the entire left side could collapse instantly. It deployed stabilizing spikes, anchoring itself before inching toward the dangerously sinking roof section. Structure alone. Below, supervisors held their breath, watching the feed as the structure groaned under heavy stress. The robot extended its hydraulic arm, locking onto fractured boards barely holding together anymore. It reinforced the weakened area, distributing pressure before the entire section collapsed downward. Wind slammed against its chassis, but the machine leaned forward, maintaining balance like a veteran worker. A loose metal sheet tore free, spinning dangerously close as the robot continued repair. Ignoring debris, it crawled toward the damaged ridge where water threatened the entire structure. With precise movements, it sealed the first breach, stopping a leak powerful enough to flood rooms. But new cracks formed to the right, showing the storm had weakened multiple unseen layers. The robot shifted instantly, redirecting tools as it sprinted toward the failing rooftop corner. It slammed reinforcement brackets into place, locking the collapsing corner before gravity claimed it entirely. A final diagnostic ping revealed even deeper structural damage hidden beneath soaked insulation layers. The machine peeled back ruined panels. Every second counted now as the storm intensified, threatening to rip the entire roof free. The robot anchored reinforced plating, creating a defensive shell to prevent catastrophic roof detachment. Its processors calculated over 2 million micro-adjustments as it balanced weight across shifting sections. Drone cameras zoomed closer, capturing the machine operating calmly in conditions no human could survive. Slowly, the robot crawled across the final unstable panel, preparing a critical fix. It deployed a structural mesh, locking fractured beams together with unprecedented mechanical precision. The mesh tightened, stabilizing the roof just as another violent gust struck without warning. The robot braced itself, absorbing wind pressure that would have knocked any worker off instantly. A support beam snapped nearby, but the machine reacted before collapse could chain react further. It reinforced the failing area, redistributing tension while the roof trembled under immense structural stress. Despite constant danger, the robot continued working flawlessly, proving why the winds finally slowed, giving the machine a narrow opportunity to secure remaining weak points. With precision, it sealed the last exposed seam, eliminating the final source of leakage. The supervisors watched in disbelief as the roof stabilized, saved entirely by one tireless machine. As the storm faded, the robot stood silently on the repaired roof, mission completed with flawless efficiency. The robot recalibrated its systems, confirming structural safety before beginning post-storm safety inspections. Loose debris scattered across the roof, each piece still capable of triggering dangerous collapse.
With careful precision, it gathered unstable debris into containment bins designed for hazardous rooftop material.
A sudden metallic creak warned the robot another section was weakened beneath its heavy steps. It activated microstabilizers again, shifting load across stronger support beams hidden beneath layered roofing. The drone team watched closely, noting how the machine reacted faster than any trained human. Sensing lingering instability, the robot reinforced the ridgeline with additional plating for long-term safety. It shifted toward the far corner, where storm winds had peeled back entire roofing layers. There, the roof dipped dangerously inward, forming a pocket where heavy rainwater still gathered threateningly. The robot deployed a drainage pump, removing pooled water before it triggered structural failure. Once drained, the sagging rooftop regained strength, allowing the robot to continue repairs. Its laser-guided cutter sliced away damaged sections, preparing space for new support beams. The machine inserted replacement beams, each locked by internal clamps designed for maximum structural durability. Despite calmer skies, the roof still groaned under pressure from hidden storm damage. The robot deployed reinforcement mesh again, weaving it across fractures like a metallic safety net. A gust of wind lifted debris into a spiral, but the robot stayed focused. It reached the ventilation systems, discovering the storm had nearly torn the entire unit free. Anchoring bolts were missing, leaving the unit moments away from crashing into the home. The machine secured the entire vent system, restoring airflow paths essential for occupant safety. And as the machine geared up for one final repair, one thing became clear: this robot didn't just save a roof, it saved the home. If you want more insane real-life robot rescues like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the next dangerous mission.